Good day folks, my name is Sean and this is Air Photography. Today we're going to be unboxing the new iPhone 12 Pro. Now this here is the 512GB model in graphite. Apple has changed the product naming this year for color. Last year it was still called Space Gray for the darkest iPhone, and this year they've changed the name to graphite. So in this video we're just going to unbox it, take a look at it, and then get it set up. I am a 100% mobile content creator on YouTube. That means every video on my YouTube channel has been filmed on an iPhone. I then edit all my videos either on that same iPhone or an iPad Pro in LumaFusion or an iMovie. So anyways, let's just jump right in and take a closer look. So first off, let's take a quick look at the box here. If we flip it over to its side, you can see it just says iPhone there on the side. If we flip it over to the back, you can see it says iPhone 12 Pro Graphite 512GB. But right away, you're probably noticing how small this box is, and that's because Apple doesn't include the charging brick or headphones anymore. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole debate whether that's a good thing or not. Everybody's going to have their own opinion on that. But if we compare it to the thickness of phone cases from previous years, you can see it's only about half the thickness. Now, this box is a little bit overall bigger because it's from the 11 Pro Max. This here is just the 12 Pro. I do plan on ordering the 12 Pro Max as soon as it's available for pre-order in November. So if you are interested in that phone, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. So let's just go ahead and we'll get into it here. Apple always makes it quite easy to get into their devices. So you can see right away, there it is there. If we take a look at it compared to last year's Space Gray, this is the 11 Pro Max. You can see the coloring is quite similar. I think all they've done is change the name. There's no protective film over the back, just on the front here. And this here you can see it's quite a bit different. It's more like a paper film that's on it. So let's just take a good look at it here. You can see I'm already getting fingerprints all over that metal banding around the side. The sides on it are stainless steel, just like the 11 Pros, except of course now you can see they have that flat design. It's very similar to how the iPhone 4s were and even the iPhone 5s, but in my opinion does look a lot nicer. Let's just take a closer look compared to the 11 Pro Max. Just keep in mind this one is a little bit bigger just because it is the Max version, but at least we can compare the styling. You can see the 11 has the rounded edges and the 12 has those new flat edges there. So yeah, it actually looks really nice. I do actually prefer the look of the flat edges. Of course, you can see the cameras are different. On the iPhone 12, we now have the LiDAR scanner. The buttons on it, you can see, are pretty well the same. And of course, if we take a look at the speaker arrangement, they're very similar as well. Getting fingerprints all over it already. That just will not do. Okay, so let's just set that aside here and we'll take a look at what else comes in the box. Of course, you can see right away there is no charging brick and no headphones. Personally, myself, I am okay with that. I have a whole drawer full of charging bricks beside me here, and I think I have about 4 of those Apple headphones. I never really use them, so for me it's not a big issue, but I know it is going to be a big issue for some, especially because of the lightning cable that comes with the iPhone 12 Pros is lightning to USB-C. So if you don't have a USB-C charger, if you have one of the older iPhones, then it is something you're going to have to purchase. Apple does sell them on their website, the 20-watt chargers, and I believe they're about $20. I'm just going to be using mine from last year. I believe these are 18-watt chargers that came with the iPhones last year. If you have purchased the new iPad Air 4th generation, it will come with a USB-C charger. It'll be a 20-watt charger, but you'll be able to use it with your iPhone 12. If you are interested in the iPad Air 4th generation, the one that was just released as well, it's arriving later today, so I will be doing an unboxing and first look at it as well. So let's take out the charger here. If we just pull the ends out there, you can see that we have USB-C to Lightning. And of course, we have all our documentation. We have the SIM tool, and we have one Apple sticker. And I did forget to mention at the beginning of this video, we will be taking a look at some of the new iPhone 12 accessories, including the MagSafe charger as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to get it powered on for the first time, and then we'll go ahead and get it set up. So we'll select English, go down to Canada. There we go. So now I'm going to use the quick start feature and use my iPhone 11 Pro Max to get it set up. All you have to do is bring them close together, and as you can see there, this one's already picked up the new iPhone. So we'll just hit continue. And now we have to scan it. There we go there. And now it's just going to ask us to finish on the new iPhone. So we have to put in our passcode. It's going to go ahead and get it activated. Sometimes on launch day, the activation can take quite a while just because there's so many iPhones being activated. So you just have to use a little bit of patience. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get our Face ID set up. So Face ID is set up, so we'll hit continue. Now here it's asking me if I want to transfer all the data from my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it's telling me it's going to take an estimated 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to set this up as a new phone, and I'm going to restore it from a backup from my iTunes later. So I'm going to select Do Not Transfer Apps and Data, use Standard Zoom, and there we go. Now I'm just kind of curious here what version of iOS it does ship with. Let's go to General, and we'll go to About. You can see here it actually ships with iOS 14.1. iOS 14.1 was actually only released earlier this week to the general public. I'm actually going to grab the SIM card tool. I'm going to take the SIM card out of my old phone here. Of course, one of the big new features of the iPhone 12 is that it now supports 5G. But I'm with Rogers here in Canada. I know Rogers does have a very extensive 5G network. I think, however, if I was doing some reading online, I might have to change my plan. The plan I'm on right now is actually one of their legacy plans because it's been a while since I've updated it. So I think I do have to update my plan, which I'll do later today if it doesn't pick up 5G right away. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn off our Wi-Fi. And as you can see there, it is still on LTE, so yes, I will have to update it, unless I'm in an area where I don't have 5G coverage, which I think I am. More fingerprints. So quickly before we go here, let's take a look at some of Apple's new accessories. Another new feature that Apple has added on the iPhone 12 this year, and it's right across the board on all iPhones, whether you get the iPhone 12 mini, the regular iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro, or the Pro Max. They have a new feature called MagSafe. This is an old technology that they actually had back a few years back. I think 2015 or 16 is when they canceled it. Not 100% sure on that. Apple has brought it back and revamped it for the iPhone 12 series. Essentially, this is like wireless charging, except it will connect magnetically to the back of your phone. They have a new array of magnets and induction coils and even some chips to make it a smart accessory. So your iPhone is going to know what kind of accessory has been connected to the back, whether it's the case or wallet, a charger, and whatever else accessories will come down the road. Let's take a quick look at the charger here. In the box here, we have our usual literature, but no Apple stickers, which is okay. As you can see, it is USB-C, and again, there's no charging brick included. So if you do purchase the MagSafe and you don't have a USB-C charging brick, you will have to purchase one. I'm just going to plug it in, and then we're going to test it out. You can see there, it picks it up right away, gives you a nice little graphic animation on the front. And it actually has a pretty solid connection there. I don't want to risk my phone too much, but as you can see, it's holding on pretty good. Now, a couple really nice features of the MagSafe system is that it's fully compatible with Qi wireless charging. So if you've got an older phone that uses Qi wireless charging, like the iPhone 11, you can still use the MagSafe charger. So here I have the iPhone 11. You can see when we place it over top, it's going to go ahead and start charging, as you can see by that little graphic there. The only difference is this one doesn't have the magnets, so it's not really going to stay on there. But it does work, so if you have several different phones from different generations, you're still able to use it. Now, another nice feature of the MagSafe charger is that it will charge your iPhone a little bit faster than just regular wireless charging. Regular wireless charging on an iPhone, if you're using the Qi standard, is 7.5 watts. The MagSafe will charge your iPhone at 15 watts, so it's going to be quite a bit quicker. Now, the other nice thing about MagSafe is that it works with a lot of other accessories. For example, here I have two silicone cases for the iPhone 12 Pro. This one is the citrus pink. This one here is just the black version. And you can see underneath it, it says MagSafe. So that means they have that extra coil built into them, so the magnetic strength will pass right through. Apple has some other accessories like a magnetic wallet that will connect to the back of your iPhone. I do have the wallet on order. Unfortunately, they're not going to be delivered till late November. They also have a leather sleeve. I don't believe it's available yet. And they also will be having some leather cases that have the MagSafe technology built in as well. I don't believe they are available for purchase yet either. So anyways, let's take a quick look at these cases, and we'll see how it works with the MagSafe charging. So this is a nice bright color. So as you can see here underneath, there's a magnetic strip, and there's some information, I believe, stored in there, because when we install our phone, it's going to know that it's a case that's installed. And not only does it know it's a case, it knows what color it is. Watch this. When we put this in, you can see it picked the case up already, and it's made that ring pink to match the color of the case. If you put one of their blue cases on, it's going to turn blue, so it's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the black case here. This is the one I'll be using on a regular basis. I like black. Black is kind of boring for some people, but I just like the nice classic look of black. And we'll install it here. Let's see if it changes the color of the animation. Yeah, you can see there it's black. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And I'll just show you here quickly, when you have these MagSafe compatible accessories, the magnetic still fits on there nice and securely. There's no problem there at all. So yeah, all in all, it's a really sharp looking phone. I really like the new flat design of the edges. I'm pretty excited to get out and play with the new camera. They've got a ton of new features in it. The camera, when recording video, now supports 10-bit HDR. I don't know how that's going to incorporate into my workflow for YouTube, but definitely I am looking forward to playing with that. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I will be ordering the 12 Pro Max in as well, as soon as it is available for pre-order. I believe it's November 6th. And as I mentioned later today, I will be uploading an unboxing and first look at the iPad Air 4th generation. The iPad Air 4th generations went up for pre-order last week, the same time as the iPhone 12s, and they will be shipping worldwide today. Well, folks, that's basically it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.